Lunch with your fave is brought to you by KFC. Finger licking good. You look like a threat. I'm a threat. Yeah, it's a bed.
Yes, sir, you heard it here first. It is Lunchtime with your faves, proudly sponsored by KFC. I am absolutely dripped out right now. Actually, I should let you know I look really good right now. Courtesy of Urban Soul Stores, head to toe. I'm wearing a dope cap, okay? It's written NASA, you know, I'm out of this world. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing a original Urban Souls tee with B-dub flag colors all over me while feeling patriotic today. It's a patriotic Friday. On my feet, we got some nice Jordans. It's looking fly. It's looking nice. Right now, we're going to get into these ads before we jump straight into lunch with your faves. But you know what? It's fine. We move. The time is 1:34 and you're chilling here with me, Nina Bandz, on Lunch with Your Faves. On Out Loud, I'm standing in for Lezozo. I hope I'm doing it justice. Right now, we're going to get into Lunch with Your Faves with my colleague and a fave of mine, Askisi. Wauna couldn't make it. It's fine. We're going to get her next time because Vele, she is a fave. Mr. T, welcome to the show.
What it do, Nina?
How are you?
I'm chilling.
We played your song earlier. How do you feel about that?
It's a beautiful song. I think it's a beautiful song.
Well, okay, in what regard? Because that song had a couple of, questionable lines.
Such a one.
You know what? The whole parody theme of the kind of music that you release sometimes, it's very entertaining, it's refreshing. Why?
Like we're saying off air, more
Plus comic relief.
Hey, comedy is not something that you make up, it's something that you take from everyday
situation, yeah.
The question is, do you cry about it or do you laugh about it?
This is true.
There's a lot of stuff we can laugh about.
That was a nice intro. Tell the people who we are sitting with, Mr. T.
My name is Mr. T officially. Across all socials, it's Mr. T267, spelled T-E-E. I am a creative. I can't really decide which box I fit into, which cap I wear the most. I love radio. Mm-hmm. I love dance. Dance is my first love. Hip-hop is my first love. I love to rap. I love to dance. I've represented the country outside. I've been to South Africa to represent Botswana at Red Bull BC1.
Oh, okay. Come through.
I've represented Botswana at Love World Festival of Music and Arts. 2011, me and my crew that I started with my brother TNT, we won my African Dream Judges Choice 2011. The list goes on.
The list really does go on, hey?
Yeah, started rapping at a young age, but I've only decided to bring it out very recently. I released my debut single, True Love, in 2020. It debuted here on Yarona FM, featuring the beautiful Nox. She's an amazing vocalist.
Oh, I love Nox. Where is she?
Oh no, she's around. Just give her time. You'll see what happens.
I love Nox. She has a very fresh voice.
Exactly.
It's giving house makhoa. You understand that kind of house?
Deep and soulful.
More like umts.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, she could do Avicii kind of songs. Okay, so how are you feeling about today's meals? Proudly sponsored by KFC.
I'm a KFC boy. I grew up on KFC. My dad knows. My mom knows. Birthdays, celebrations. Hell, at 7 p.m. I come from school, or 4 p.m. I come from school. I change. I wash my clothes. 7 p.m. we go eat. Twister is my favorite KFC meal. I also love the Colonel Burger. And then if you want to jump right into my heart and swim, buy me Dunked Wings.
A lot of people feel like Dunked Wings is what's the word? Acquired taste. I don't know what it is that they don't like about Dunked Wings.
Go le using mo life tse eleng gore di dine monate mo go wena go ta o di qualifyela wa tlharang kira yang go tshwana le amapiano la Afrobeat ga batho ba sa rateng amapiano sa rateng Afrobeat. But once you discover yourself, once you arrive into who you are,
right,
o hela o uta gung o bona abana monate o hela uta Afrobeat ta Once you've actually found your purpose in life, what the hell are you
doing? Yeah, I absolutely love that. And you know what? Shout out to KFC. I'm just gonna because I need that, literally tico. Tell us about where you grew up. How did you grow up? Where did you go to high school?
I was born in the beautiful city of Harare. My mom gave birth to me there, and before I could even turn 2-3 months, boom, I'm here staying in Tlokweng, staying in Gaborone. I grew up in Tlokweng for the I think 70% of my life.
How old was Tlokweng?
You could say Harare, but then for all intents and purposes, Kimota Tlokweng.
Right.
You understand? My parents are from Harare as well. But now, this Bots is the only life that I know. So it got really tricky because when you learn one language and then you learn another one, sometimes you end up speaking one and it mixes with the other one. I'm sure you can relate with Afrikaans.
100%.
Sometimes the languages just mix. So I grew up in Tlokweng, went to St. Mary's Primary School. That's where I met Lerato Mudiera.
Oh, is it?
Who's been a very good friend ever since. This is took in 1999, 1998, somewhere there.
Yo.
Yeah, from St. Mary's, did a little bit of school outside the country, and went to Oriel International High School.
Okay.
That's where I did my junior and everything. I became Academy. I did my Form 5, graduated with 46 points, and went to Limpopo. You could say so.
So where did the love for dance come in?
I'll be honest with you. I never knew I was a dancer until my brother came home with a DVD called Stomp the Yard.
Oh my days. Listen, if you are a child from my generation, you know what that movie did for the culture. Go on.
So we watched Stomp the Yard, and in the opening intro, I saw a guy and I was always interested and intrigued by gymnastics.
Okay.
Ever since I was like standard 4, standard 3. Until I discovered that there's actually a dance that incorporates gymnastics, and that is called b-boying or breakdancing. Because I grew up without a lot of rhythm. I couldn't do the house moves that everyone else does.
So you can do these guys.
And I couldn't do.
You can do these guys.
You can go check out my videos.
Can you spin on your head?
Go watch my videos.
You heard it here, guys. Me, how le motho a teng? On Yarona FM we have a drop. I hope motho motona ke motho motona. And ha pa motono la. Okay, so I went to government school, ne? And at government school I went to Msala Pula. Chicken and rice was the day that everyone is gonna be at school. How do you feel about this chicken that's smelling up this whole studio right now? What's your favorite piece? Oh my gosh, stop.
No.
You like thighs, don't you? Thighs and breasts.
It's actually wings. But really? I don't mind thighs. I don't mind, big thighs and stuff. But wings are preferable.
Wings are preferable.
Hey, I'm very basic.
Very basic. I don't think wings are a basic choice, but it's fine. It's fine. So tell me, who are some of your inspirations when it comes to radio? Because I feel like you're leading up to becoming a radio legend in Botswana.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I love that question. There are some people when I first heard about them and then heard them on radio after getting training. It's my third year on radio this year, ever since February 2020.
Congratulations.
Thank you. When I first heard Scar was a radio presenter or a radio personality, that changed my outlook on the way I do radio and the way I think about creative arts. It's great to combine arts. He's a rapper and he's an excellent broadcaster.
This is true.
And then I can't ever skip King B. Lungo Pizzi, Lungo Andre Pizzi.
What a beautiful soul.
Lungo combines intellectual content and humor. You will stay listening for hours and hours on end. Because you're listening to the radio. And then the last two that I'll mention, the list is really long, but I'll mention the last two. One of them being Bad Boy Brando, the funniest. I'm talking worldwide because I've listened to a little bit of international radio.
Brando, yeah.
Hey, I like Uta, voice Ebo, Inspector Magagula. Man, you forget about your problems and you know.
And such a character as well.
Insane, absolutely insane. And last but not least, which is one of the top, is FOX, the Hood Goon. Fox from The Rush, the breakfast show.
Guys.
He's what I call there's a verse in the Bible that says in season and out of season. That's how you describe Fox. On his worst day, he kills it. On his worst day.
Wow. You know what? I really like that. And speaking of Bible scriptures, you're also a man of God. I love the
Define man of God.
I mean, you are a man of God, Tinashe. I know you. I know you do Beats from Heaven. And that's a really powerful show. I think it's important to have scripture and religion sometimes on a place like this, especially in the entertainment industry in which we are in. Why do you think it's necessary to keep the faith?
Life is very unpredictable, number one. Number two, when you are born to your parents, never. Textbook like a life. There's no life textbook.
You get dumped.
You get dumped. You go through this. You go through certain feelings, especially adulthood. So in all things, I'll be honest. My Bible is my textbook of life.
Right.
There are scriptures that guide everything I do. If you ask me why I do this and why I do that or how I achieve that, a lot of it is based off of a Bible scripture somewhere, and it just keeps me grounded. We get all wild and we're young people, we're creatives, but I really, really do my best to live right and stay away from trouble.
I love that. And doing your best is, at the end of the day, it's the best thing you can do. What are we gonna do, right? Tell me something. Why do you think you're a rapper, right? As much as you do parody rap, it's bars still, and I respect that. Why? What do you say to people who say that hip hop is dead in Botswana?
Saying hip hop is dead is the same thing as saying Kwaito is dead.
Okay.
It's not. Kwaito, I say hip hop, I say it's changed form. Amapiano is a form of Kwaito. Trap is a form of hip hop. It has only changed form. So the question is the form that you like, Ikai. Some people are into old school boom bap kind of rap. Your Dr. Dre's, your and Nas, whatever. And then other people are into the new stuff, and there's nothing wrong with either. We're now preferring, and we can't knock you for what you prefer.
That is true.
Hip hop is not dead.
You're right. So what do you think that we can do about that entire conversation? Because it's an ongoing conversation.
Resurrecting it?
Yes.
It's very simple. Everyone is in the booth, everyone is in the studio rapping, and that's perfect. Where are the people with the hip hop competitions? Where are the talent shows?
The ciphers.
Where are the ciphers? Where are the battles? Shout out to Selby Urban. Selby is one of the guys that for years has been keeping the hip hop industry alive. The first time I saw a battle rap in Botswana was because of a guy like Selby. Hip hop is more than just music. Even the dancing. Shout out to TNT Artistic Movement. They keep the hip hop dance side of things alive. They host battles, they host workshops, they host classes. Yeah, that's all we gotta do. We gotta not just be on the microphone and be on stage. We gotta be behind the scenes, putting in the work.
The entire culture of hip hop, I feel like we need to pay more attention to it, because now, like you're saying, people are just in the studio.
Okay. You've brought up something that's quite controversial.
Okay.
Shout outs to Mdu the Party and Nina Bandz as well.
Period.
Or one of those top 10 lists.
Oh my days.
Which is similar to the concept of award giving and prize giving.
Yeah.
That also needs to come up, because there are guys who just get discouraged. It's difficult, Nina, to get into the studio and hope and believe that this will be a hit and I can feed my kids off of it. It's difficult.
Do you think rappers they go off of instant gratification more than anything?
A lot of them do, not all of them. There are those who are mature enough to wait and be patient.
Yeah.
Then there are those who, after 2 years, if they don't get a hit and they don't get 10 data, 20K off of music or whatever, they get discouraged. Award ceremonies and such lists as those ones, it can encourage them. It's a simple thing, and it can encourage a lot of people. Look at the gospel music industry. There's some gospel awards that have been done. It's like 3 or 4 different ones. When's the last time you heard about hip hop awards? Our boy William had to go and win a hip hop award outside the country. And he beat, go look at the names that he beat last year. Was it 2021, one of the two. So where are the founding fathers of the hip hop game to say, we got some hip hop awards, and then under that you got a category for dance, you got a category for graffiti, category for hip hop DJs. There's a ton of hip hop DJs, And then we
Shout
get this
out to
thing going.
Quest, though. Quest forever holding it down on the culture on Saturdays from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Thank you.
We need ceremonies. We need a lot of ceremonies.
Yeah.
Forget about the music. The music will always be there. It's easy to record a song and produce it. We need
But
ceremonies.
a culture that celebrates the culture of hip hop. I get what you mean.
Hey.
And that's so true, because right now, if you ask the new cats, so what has your OG in Botswana left for you to build off of outside of music?
I'm going to play devil's advocate on that point.
Okay.
Young guys doing music, young guys, Luna Bo Ice D, Luna Bo Shaba Stele, big up to all of y'all. You're doing well, but don't depend on the hip hop forefathers. They don't owe you a thing.
Absolutely.
Scar doesn't owe a new rapper like me a thing. He's already inspired me, which is everything I need. If I can take that inspiration and go and aim to be as great as him, go and aim to be as great as Zeus, then that's all I need from people like Scar. If I make a show and he comes and buys a ticket, then it's a bonus, but he doesn't owe me a dime.
But don't you think that's why the culture is not being enriched as we go? It just kind of remains the same kind of, oh, okay, fine, you record, you release, you blow up for 5 minutes and then it's done. Like, what can they teach us about where they went wrong?
They've already taught us. If I just sit down and look at, okay, the last 10 rappers who blew up around 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, what did they do right and what did they do wrong? If I just sit down and write a list, I don't need them to tell me anything. They lived their careers out loud. We saw them. See what I did there? They lived their careers on TV. I mean, dude, Zeus was on channel all day.
That's true. I mean, okay, fine. We can see the mistakes. What about the solutions?
The solutions will literally come from the young generation. If we want workshops, that's good. If we get a hip hop workshop from all these rappers, producers, bo fela baleting, all of them baleting, it will help.
Right.
But it's up to us to say, man, you've seen ATI live out his thing in rap. You've seen Ozzy live out his thing.
True.
What are you going to do to top what he did? Not that you're competing, but what are you going to do to add, not to top, but to add to what he did?
And right now, the reins of hip hop need to be taken over by somebody, because Ricky's gone, Super Mega's gone, Double HP's gone.
Oh no, guys are here.
Guys
are here. Go listen to One Take and see what he's doing.
Okay.
Go listen to KX Legit and see what he's doing.
All right. Okay. Let's just jump into these ads real quick. We'll be back in just a moment with Lunch with Your Faves with Mr. T. You're hanging out with Mr. T and myself, Nina Bandz, on Lunch with Your Faves, proudly sponsored by KFC. How you feel about today's episode? How does it feel being there?
It feels good. It's actually not the same as being there where I usually stay.
Yeah.
But now, I'm presenting stuff from my heart. Usually I get into other people's hearts. Interview the guests there, whether ke baruti, whether ke politicians. It's an honor being on both sides, man. This station is the best thing that ever happened to me.
Okay, I love that. In closing off, what would you say makes a well-rounded creative like yourself?
Passion. You gotta love what you do, number one. And number two, no excuses. Right. I don't care if you come from a poor family and you want to be like Tyler Perry one day, make it happen. God will give you the raw materials you need. Using your mind, using your body, using your connections.
Yeah.
You do not need anyone to come and save you. The raw materials are enough. Whatever's in your house, whatever's in your heart, whatever's in your mind is enough to make it. Take it one step at a time and don't give anyone any excuses.
That's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Mr. T.
That
was Lunch with Your Faves, proudly sponsored by KFC and Urban Soul Stores. Thank you so much for the drip. I'm dripped out right now. I look amazing. Thank you. Ho Friday vele.
You look like a threat.
I'm a threat. Yeah, it's a bed.
Lunch with Your Fave is brought to you by KFC. Finger licking good.